The best grass for full shade in the South. The classic stereotype of an American landscape includes a large expanse of lush, perfectly manicured, carpet-like lawn. Regardless of climate, soil or talents of the homeowner, property owners want that picturesque patch of lawn. Lawn grasses need lots of sunshine and adequate soil nutrition to grow and look their best. For a thick lawn, no less than 4 hours of direct sunlight is needed, otherwise the grass plants grow leggy and sparse, exposing lots of bare soil and having increased susceptibility to pests and diseases. No best grass to use in full shade exists, even in the mild climate of the American South. Grass types. Because the summers in the South are so long and hot, most lawns are warm season grass species. Cool season grasses are seeded in the autumn to provide temporary seasonal green color to lawns in winter, while the main warm season lawn is brown and dormant. Of the warm season turf grasses commonly grown in the South, St. Augustine grass is the most shade tolerant, followed next by zoysia. Centipede, buffalo, Bermuda, bent and carpet grasses are not well suited to sites that are shaded. Full shade. Describing a landscape as having full shade implies that no direct sun rays ever reach the site. It may be brightly lit with indirect light and still allow for some plant growth. The northern side of a building or under a large, densely canopied tree creates full shade. Even the most shade-tolerant of St. Augustine grass will still falter in full shade. Turf grasses need sunlight. The lawn will look fuller and more healthy in areas where the indirect light is brightest or where brief, dappled sun rays penetrate through the tree branches. Shade creates moister soil and higher humidity, both causes of more diseases on grasses impoverished with low light conditions. Options. No good turf grass to use in full shade areas in a southern garden exists. You may lay fresh sod and it will look good for a couple weeks in a shady spot, but it will quickly thin out, lose its vigor and color and experience severe bouts with fungal diseases. Instead of turf grass as a ground cover in full shade areas, use an alternative. A 3 to 4 inch layer of bark mulch prevents weeds and may be walked on without degradation. If you prefer vegetation, use a shade-loving, low-growing plant en masse. Ground cover plants do not tolerate foot traffic as well as turf grass, so choose a ground cover that best meets the usage needs of your property. Plant alternatives. Instead of grass in a full shade area of the garden, plant low-growing alternatives. Dwarf mondo grass, dichondra, Irish moss, violets, ivy, bugleweed and pachysandra may be planted to create a carpet in the shadiest areas. Clumping perennials may also be grown in swaths for visual effect, such as a blend of small ferns, hosta, foamflower and huichera. Sprawling, low-light-tolerant shrubs may also be grown in shade where the lawn grass would falter. In subtropical areas, try bromeliads. Contact your local cooperative extension office for regionally specific recommendations for the best plants or design options in full shade areas of your yard.